Hi, in this lesson we'll be seeing how to apply the patches using ADOP. First we'll be seeing what is a patch cycle in ADOP, then we'll be seeing how to check the status and how to run an empty patch cycle, and we'll also see how to apply patches using ADOP. First of all, what is a patch cycle? A patch cycle is nothing but a cycle which consists of all the 5 phases, that is prepare, apply, finalize, cutover and cleanup. When you say you have run a patch cycle completely, that means you have basically run all these 5 phases. Of course, in some cases where you abort the patch, you end up running different phases, for example abort and cleanup, etc. But usually in a normal patch cycle which is successful, you'll be seeing these 5 phases. You can even run an empty patch cycle without any patches. For example, I don't want to run any patches. I don't want to apply any patches. I want to just test whether ADOP is running fine or not. I can still run a simple empty patch cycle without apply phase. If a specific patch fails during prepare or apply, the patch can be aborted. So remember that if you run the finalize, then you cannot abort it. So only before finalize you can basically abort a patch cycle. Once aborted, a cleanup needs to be run in full mode. That is ADOP phase equal to cleanup underscore mode equal to full. And also fs clone is recommended when you abort a patch cycle. So how to check the status? Once you set the environment, you just need to run ADOP status. So what are different commands that I have to use to manage the patching using ADOP? The first important command or a simple command is how to apply the patches using ADOP. I can simply run ADOP phase equal to prepare, apply, finalize, cut or cleanup, patches equal to patch 1, 2. For example, I'm applying patch 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm applying patch 4, 5, 6, 8 for example. I have to just mention the list of patches here. Of course, remember the patch numbers are usually 8-digit numbers. I'm just giving here for example, and ADOP phase equal to can contain one or more phases. There is no rule that you have to go one by one only. For example, I have already tested the patches several times. I can simply run ADOP phase equal to prepare, apply, finalize, cut over, cleanup all at once. Or I can simply run ADOP phase equal to prepare. That's it. Remember that when you are running apply, the patches equal to parameter is mandatory. Obviously, because this apply phase always should have the list of patches that you want to apply. If you want to run an empty patch cycle, you can simply run ADOP phase equal to prepare and then finalize, cut over, cleanup. Because you're not applying any patches, apply phase is not mandatory. But if you're applying any patches, of course you have to run apply followed by patches equal to the list of patches which you want to apply. To check the status, I have to simply run ADOP status. And phase equal to abort will abort your patch cycle. As I told, it is only possible before finalize. And there are two things which you can do in cleanup. I can run only cleanup, that is generally run along with a normal patch cycle, or when you abort a specific patch cycle, you can run cleanup mode equal to full. And there is one more option called empty restart equal to no. Remember, in the cutover phase, as we know, ADOP basically flips the file system, making run to patch and patch to run. During this flipping, it is a responsibility of ADOP to start the services automatically in the new run file system. But if you don't want your ADOP to restart services automatically and you want to do, for example, some specific activities yourself manually and then start the services, in such cases, I can ask ADOP not to restart services after patching successfully. So for that I have to mention the parameter empty restart equal to no, which stands for middle tier restart equal to no. I can also run fs clone force equal to yes. What it does is forcefully it drops and recreates the patch file system. This is usually required when you find that the patching is not progressing and there are some issues on the patch file system. ADOP is actually kept on failing several times. There are bugs in patch file system which you're not able to fix. In such cases, what you can do, you can recreate the entire patch file system by using fs clone force equal to yes. Now what I'll do is I'll go to the file system first. I've set already the run environment. I'll run ADOP-status. It'll ask for the apps password. Give your apps password. And it shows you that what is the last activity that has been done by ADOP. You can see that there was only one FS clone that was run because there's a new instance which has been cloned. In a new instance which has been just cloned, you'll see only one thing called FS clone. Now what I'll do is first I'll run ADOP phase equal to prepare to start a new patch cycle. As I told before, it will ask for the apps password. So provide the apps password, then the system password, and finally the WebLogic password. It will first validate all the credentials you have given. It is also checking whether there are any pre-existing ADOP sessions that are there. If there are any pre-existing ADOP sessions, it will say immediately that there is an active patch cycle which is already in progress. And see here, it is validating the configuration on the node. This is a very important phase where it will identify if there are any issues you have to fix before starting ADOP again. Now it is creating a new database patch edition. As you can see here, it is trying to synchronize the file systems. The most important functionality of prepare phase is it not only basically prepares the file system for patching, but also it synchronizes the patch file system with the run file system. What it does is when you're starting a new patch cycle, it first basically synchronizes your patch file system from the run file system. For example, in this case, as you can see here, I've basically done several administration activities such as AD-admin, generate forms, etc. And these activities are now being synchronized to the patch file system. And also it will check if there are any patches that have to be synchronized from the run to the patch file system. So as you can see here now that the prepare phase is complete. You can verify it by using ADOP status. You can see that prepare is completed, and now we have to start with the apply phase. In this example, what we're going to do is we're going to try to apply 12 to 10 patch, which is a release update. Since we are already on 12 to 10, it will say that the patch is already applied, but the main focus right now is to check the apply phase. So for that, remember always that whatever patches you want to apply, you have to first keep them in FSNE EBS apps patch directory. So these patches I've downloaded from edelivery.oracle.com, and once you extract all of them, you'll see the patch number. This patch number is what we're trying to apply now. So for that, what I'll do, I'll simply run ADOP phase equal to apply patches is equal to the patch number. And remember, this number patch directory should be already available in this location. Otherwise, the patch phase equal to apply command will fail. So now I'm running this command. So as you can see here, it is saying that the patch was already applied, so it is skipping the patch. So in the same way, if you are applying a patch which is not yet applied, then it will definitely apply the patch. So this is the apply phase. Now what I'll do is I'll run ADOP phase equal to finalize comma cutover empty restart equal to no. So what this will do is it will finalize the ADOP patch cycle and it will also do the cutover, but it will not restart the services of the new file system. Right now the run is fs1, so which means after completing this command the new run file system will be fs2 and fs1 will become the patch file system. You can also run only finalize in one command, and then once finalize is complete, you can run the cutover in another command. But I'm trying to merge both of them at once so that you can see the syntaxes. As you can see now, it is running the finalize actions on the database. So what you can see here is that once the finalize phase is complete, it will shut down the services of the run file system and then it will start flipping the file system. So which means that after the finalize, during the cutover, the actual downtime will start. So now it is run the cutover DDLs. So now you can see that it is performing the file system cutover. So as you can see here now that the cutover is complete. See this step here. It says basically that as empty restart equal to no was specified, application type services will not be started automatically. As I told before, empty restart equal to no will ensure that the application services are not started on new file system. So now what I'll do is I'll go to u01 install apps and I'll try to run the environment. If you see here carefully, the run file system is now fs2 and the patch file system is fs1. So clearly the file systems have flipped. Initially when I have done it, when I've set the environment, you can see the run is fs1 and the patch is fs2. Now after the cutover, you can see clearly that it is flipped. Now let's check the status of the ADOP. Now you can see that the prepare, apply, finalize and cutover, all of them are complete. The last one that is left is the cleanup. So let's run the cleanup. So I'm now providing all the passwords. Now you can see that the cleanup is also complete. Let us run ADOP status one more time. Now you can say that the entire patch cycle is complete successfully.